Fantastic, strong winter fragrances for men that will last a long time and make you smell amazing. Before I begin, please like this video, thank you, and make sure you subscribe. First up, a fantastic fragrance I think is perfect for winter. It's very strong, and I think it's quite unique, and also that it has a lot of layers to it. You get a quick dose of freshness in the opening, a woody dry down together with lavender, vanilla and patchouli. This is Parfums de Marly Layton Exclusif. And this thing right here feels like a sort of a more darker and complex version of its brother Layton. This is so good, so rich, and Layton Exclusif to me has always been this sort of a more luxurious, more elegant version of Layton. And this thing right here is very different compared to its brother Layton. This is very woody, quite spicy and slightly sweet. It feels incredibly rich and warm. It has great performance, and Layton Exclusif is the kind of scent that I reach for mostly when it's cold outside. Warm, rich, spicy, woody, slightly sweet, and absolutely perfect if you want a strong fragrance this winter. So next up, a fantastic fragrances for all of you out there who absolutely love powdery fragrances. This is quite warm, it's quite woody and quite powdery in a truly fantastic way. And there's a bit of sort of booziness to it that gives it quite a unique touch. This is the fantastic Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privée. So that's sort of a classic iris together with a big dose of woodiness, and that sort of a booziness makes this stand out among all the different sort of powdery fragrances out there. Now, I compared all the different Givenchy Gentleman fragrances in another video. I'm gonna link to that one above, so please do check it out. This is definitely, together with the EDP, the two I feel are absolutely perfect for winter. And when it comes to performance, this is probably a bit better than the EDP. So in a nutshell, if you absolutely love powdery fragrances, if you want a fantastic warm, woody and sort of a boozy powdery fragrance, then this is something I feel you really need to try out. So next up, I know I talked about it quite a lot, but the reason for that is because I like it quite a lot. Actually, like it a lot is not the proper word to describe how I feel about it. I absolutely love it. You get a big dose of vanilla, a big dose of sweetness. There's a bit of lavender in there, giving it sort of a brightness and freshness. And there's also a bit of mint in there, sort of amplifying that freshness and brightness. And there's a fantastic dose of sort of a warm and soft tobacco. This is absolutely stunning and perfect for someone who enjoys sweet fragrances and wants a powerful sweet fragrance this winter. This is the fantastic Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir. So you get a big dose of the world's most liked scent, vanilla. You get a big dose of sweetness. You get some honey. You get the sort of a brightness and freshness from lavender and mint. You get a bit of soft and warm tobacco, and everything together makes this a fantastic complement together with great performance. This thing will cut through those chilly winter days and make you smell amazing. So I call Initio Oud For Greatness a royal kind of oud for a reason. I think this is fit for a king, that's you. This is insanely good. It's very strong. This thing right here is a room filler, and it easily fills up a room with its intense dose of oud, a bit of musk, saffron, lavender and nutmeg. This to me is very classy, very elegant, very sexy and very attention grabbing. And I feel that this for an oud, and I know there's someone out there who definitely does not agree with me on this one, but for an oud, this is a mass appealing oud. With mass appealing, I mean that most who get a whiff of this in the air feel that it's a fantastic and quite unique scent. If you want a strong fragrance, a fragrance that will last a long time, that I feel is perfect for winter with a focus on a sort of a mass appealing oud, then this is something you really need to check out. Next up, a truly beautiful and epic men's fragrance. This is a masterpiece, and I absolutely love it. This is Dior Homme Parfum. Take a look at this beauty right here. And this thing is the brother to one of my fragrances for life, which is Dior Homme Intense. So both of these are very woody, incredibly powdery. This is woody, powdery and leathery, and Dior Homme Intense, at least to me, feels woody and powdery, but instead of that sort of a leather in here, you get some sort of a fruity sweetness. So I call Dior Homme Intense the one above all. Both of these are perfect for someone who absolutely loves powdery scents. Both of these are sort of a powdery and woody. They have some similarities, but they are also a bit different. Now, this one is a bit, just a bit, like Dior Homme Intense, but they are not the same. They are sort of in the same area. But I do want to highlight what I feel are the sort of the biggest differences between this one and these two. Both of these, at least to my nose, has a much thicker, richer and denser kind of powderiness. So yes, this is incredibly powdery, but its powderiness, at least to me, is a bit more sort of airy than these two. These two, or at least the Dior Homme Intense, has a certain kind of sweetness to it that I'm not getting in Gentleman Givenchy. Also, Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privée has its sort of a booziness to it that I'm not getting in these two. So those are some of the differences. If you enjoy powdery fragrances, then these three are definitely something you should check out. All of these are quite potent, they will last a long time and are absolutely perfect for winter. This thing right here is all about a rich and intense woodiness together with a sort of a dry kind of tobacco, a bit of booziness, a bit of tonka and a fantastic dose of coconut. This is definitely not for everyone. Don't blind buy fan your flames. But this to me is incredibly rich, warm, woody, sweet, boozy, exotic, pretty much everything. Yeah, you hear, pretty much everything is in this fragrance. This to me is very elegant with a big dose of sexiness, something almost sort of a naughty about it. And this is so strong, so potent, so warm, rich, deep and everything that I feel this is perfect for winter. I prefer using this for sort of a special occasions or when going on a date. And this together with like a dressed up outfit, oh yes. So next up, a strong fragrance, but this to me is strong in a sort of a soft way, if that makes sense. People will definitely pick up on this. This will definitely cut through the air on those cold winter days, but not in a sort of a harsh way, in a sort of a soft way. Oud Tobacco is all about soft tobacco with a bit of spiciness, a dose of sweet tonka and a little bit of oud. So the name is Oud Tobacco, but I barely get any oud in this. This is like a big scent cloud of something soft, warm, a bit spicy, tobacco and vanilla, and everything together is absolutely fantastic. This is definitely one of my absolute favorites from Montale. So I definitely don't enjoy everything from Montale. There are a lot of Montale fragrances I absolutely can't stand. Black Oud. But this is a truly fantastic one. This is for someone who wants an amazing sweet tobacco scent. Next up, a fragrance I call Beast Mode Sexiness. It's so strong, you only need a few sprays of it. I, however, can't just do a few sprays with it, so I often end up filling up rooms with this super strong, super sexy fragrance. This is Mancera Red Tobacco. This opens up very strong with an intense dose of spices and sweetness, and that opening is not for everyone. But the dry run is all about a big dose of tobacco, a big dose of vanilla, and it's very, very sweet. And this thing right here is an insane head turner. You will definitely poke everyone, and I mean everyone, in the nose with this one, for good and bad. Some will absolutely love it, some will say, hey, what are you wearing? I think this is fantastic. Just wait for the dry run though, the opening can be a bit intense. Crazy strong, lasts a long time, and a perfect strong winter fragrance. This thing is incredibly strong. It's dangerously addictive. Every single time I put my nose to this thing right here, I turn to an addict. This is Kilian's Epic Angel's Share. This is boozy and spicy with an intoxicating kind of sweetness with vanilla, praline, cinnamon and tonka. Like the most delicious, boozy, sexy, sweet apple cinnamon pie you ever put your nose to. So yeah, I absolutely love Kilian Angel's Share. This thing right here is one of my fragrances for life. That's how good it is. So I often get the question, what about La Taffa Camera? And that's also a fragrance I feel is perfect for winter. However, that one and this one are not the same. There are definitely some similarities, but they are most definitely not the same. I don't feel that's a perfect clone of Angel's Share. However, both smell amazing. I do love this one a lot more though. Next up, one of the most iconic and epic scents ever created, and I also feel it's one of the most unique and complex scents ever created. This is Tom Ford Black Orchid. This is a spicy and woody floral with a sweet dose coming from chocolate and vanilla together with a bit of incense and a fantastic balsamic touch. Dark, sexy, elegant, luxurious, bold, classy, attention-grabbing, everything at once. And you would definitely stand out from the crowd with this one because for some reason a lot of guys don't even know that they can wear Black Orchid. So this to me is definitely not an everyday kind of scent. I really gotta be in the mood for it. This is when I want to stand out. Date nights, special occasions and formal events. So next up, another sweet tobacco with vanilla that's also quite warm with a big dose of spiciness to it. It also has a bit of coffee in it, which gives it a unique touch. This is Armani Privée Magenta Tanzanite. This is definitely extremely well blended. It smells absolutely fantastic. I also feel it smells quite unique. However, parts of this gives me tobacco vanille vibes from Tom Ford, but they are very different. But there's something in that sweet tobacco that reminds me a little bit of Tom Ford's tobacco vanille. Armani's Magenta Tanzanite is unfortunately not cheap, but it's definitely something I feel is quite unique. It's definitely a strong performer, and I feel this is absolutely perfect for winter. So there you go, strong winter fragrances. Now I would love to know which are your most favorite top performers when it comes to sort of a winter fragrances, so make sure you put that in the comments. Please like this video, thank you, I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell, make sure you check out the videos over there, and I'll see you in the next one.